It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Houston Rockets. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going. In the desert. Suns control the possession. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Burke with it. They trail by 2. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Paul across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Booker. DeAndre Ayton. Trying to cash in. Here's the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, the spin to set up the dunk.
Oh, not only does that require extraordinary athleticism, but also a ton of confidence, especially before you even had a chance to build up a good sweat.
DeAndre Ayton. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Jay Crowder rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
4-3, his first effort off the mark. Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Gordon's shot misses. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Mikal Bridges flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Trey Burke, guarded by CP3. Nice pass to get things going. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Crowder's shot won't fall. Down low, it's Gordon. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Eric Gordon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. It's Suns ball. Booker to Paul. DeAndre Ayton. To Mikal Bridges. Here's a chance from long range. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Booker. Can't connect.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Mikal Bridges. And now Houston has the basketball. Knocks it down off the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Mikal Bridges. Eric Gordon pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Now Paul with the basketball, trailing by 4. Has a chance. Not that time. They get it down to Bamute. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
To Paul. Trying to cash in. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 2. That's what you want. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Taken by the Suns. Trey Burke with the block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Trey Burke. Changes coming from both sides right now. Paul. It goes down.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
That one out of bounds off a rocket. Defense making the ball handler work. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. To Mikal Bridges. Paul. It's Rockets ball. Gordon matched up with Paul. To Bamutek. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Paul into the front court. Down 4. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Rockets in control of the basketball. Surveys the floor. They work it down to Gordon. Picked up by the Suns. Mikal Bridges to Payton. Paul sizing up Eric Gordon. Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 6 now. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Gordon with it. Leads 1. To Gerald Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Paul. Here comes the screen. DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Gerald Green. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Old school equals high percentage.
Paul. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Easy path to the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Gordon with it. Leads 4. To Gerald Green. Gordon matched up with Paul. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Eric Gordon snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Gerald Green. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Desperation shot here from half court. First quarter's complete. The Rockets with the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
That's off the side of the rim. Short. Payton. DeAndre Ayton to Payton. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Going to launch beyond the arc and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
Just does everything so well. An all-around, very good player. Offensively can knock down that shot, but better known for being a 3-and-D type wing who's a lockdown defender.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Phoenix ball. DeAndre Ayton. It's a big finish.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Gordon with it. Down a point. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Bamutek. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Knocks down the first.
For the Rockets, number 23, Sterling Brown.
Goes 2 for 2. Suns with the basketball. Payton. For 3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Gerald Green. Can't connect from in close. And count the basket inside.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Burke with it. He'll run the offense. Screen coming. Bamute down low. He was hacked. They let it go. Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And look out.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Hayden with the basketball. Up by 6. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous.
Number 10,
Defense.
Eric Gordon.
Defense, let's go.
Subbing in for the Phoenix Suns, number 25,
DeAndre Ayton. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Fires the 3, smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Can't connect from inside. Burke with it. They find themselves down 10. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. It stays with Houston. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
number 24, Chris Paul,
From long range. Message received. Well defended. He got a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And takes it away. Houston with the basketball. Trey Burke matched up with Paul. Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. Short jumper off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Has a chance, open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Paul to Mikal Bridges. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Bamutek.
Shoot it.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Rockets, number 14, Gerald Green,
Rockets with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range.
To number 1, Devin Booker. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
First one, count it.
Shot, boy.
Knocks down the second free throw.
Like practice.
For Phoenix, number 4, Alfred Payton.
Hits all 3 free throws. Phoenix with it.
I got ball. That's me.
Booker.
Move.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Short jumper, won't fall. Burke with it. Down 5. From the outside, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Burke with it. Right now, down 7. To Bamutek. Gerald Green. To Bamutek. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Finish that. Burke with it. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen.
Come right. Swing come right. Swing come right. Screen coming. Screen coming.
5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3.
To number 1, Devin Booker. That's his second personal foul. Team foul.
Misses the first. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Three attempts, he makes one of them. Phoenix has the ball. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Trey Burke gets a look, can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Trying to cash in. Shot by Crowder, no good. The follow won't go either.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Here comes the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Shot clock to 4 for Houston. 4-3. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Off the mark. Burke with it. Down 8. Here's a chance from long range and knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that three-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
the finish. Slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. Booker. To Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Suns have the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Suns are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns. The Rockets have kept it close after 1 half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Steals.
The story of this game so far has been the lack of ball security. Neither team can hold on to the ball, and unfortunately, it made the first half kind of tough to watch.
Player of the half.
Ayton. And his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Burke with it. The margin standing now at 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Mikal Bridges. Paul. Down low, Crowder. Scores from the post.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Here comes the screen. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Trey Burke. textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Ooh, Chris Paul, 4 out of 10. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Count the basket inside.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Here comes the screen. They get it down to Bamute. The pass set it all up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Paul. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Trey Burke matched up with Paul. Off the mark. Well contested.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Booker to Paul. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Booker to Paul. Can't connect. Houston takes over. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Paul takes on Eric Gordon. Has a look. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Burke with it. His guy's down 11. To Bamute. Just not going down. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Deep two there, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
I got ball. Pick up, match up.
DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Burke with it. Trailing by 11. To Bamute. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Here comes the screen. Trey Burke tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Rockets have the ball.
Left.
Take stock of the floor. Booker, down low Crowder. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. To Mikal Bridges. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not going down here. And now Houston has the basketball. Devin Booker. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Mikal Bridges has a chance. It's no good. Great defense.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that nap that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Trey Burke picked up by Paul.
Oh, yeah, let's double shot. Yep.
Gordon shoots, can't connect. Here's CP3. Wide open look, won't go. It's Rockets ball.
And it's my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball.
To Bamutek.
Shoot it.
Screen coming.
Come through.
And he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 1.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
Number 14, Gerald Green.
Paul into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Booker to Paul. To Crawford. Rockets in control of the basketball. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns. Paul sizing up Green. Off the assist.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Gordon matched up with Paul. Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. It stays with Houston. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For the Houston Rockets, number 23, Sterling Brown. Subbing in for the Suns, number 20.
Trying to cash in, and he knocks it down, Jay.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Paul. For three.
That's his second personal foul.
DeAndre Ayton is going to get a chance at three here. Hasn't missed yet.
Shooting 3.
First free throw is good. And he hits the second. Knocks down all three at the line. Gordon with it. The deficit now up to 13.
Pick it up.
Can't connect.
Shot.
Crowder shot off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Lays it up and in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
DeAndre Ayton. Houston with the basketball. And the Suns secure the rebound. Now Paul with the basketball. The lead is 11. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Gordon matched up with Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Fires the three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. DeAndre Ayton to Crawford from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Gordon with it. Down 11.
I got him. I got him. Trap, 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 trap. Got him. Cutter, cutter, get a tag. Play some D, play some D.
Paul.
I got ball. This is all me.
DeAndre Ayton to Crawford. Paul against Gordon. Has a look. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Gordon with it. His guys currently down by 13. Gerald Green. Oh, nice find for the basket.
The element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
Now whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Paul. And draws the foul.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Josh Okogie at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Houston takes over. To Bamute.
Got him. Good trap, good trap.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Beyond the arc for three. Not getting the bounce. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Suns lead it big. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Able to convert inside.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Bamutek. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Trey Burke. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
He throws it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. He buries it.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
To Brown, down low. Elfrid Payton swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Jay Crowder, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Rockets have the ball. To Bamutek. Probing the defense.
Oh, yeah, easy. All right, I got you.
Rockets with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Payton. To Mikal Bridges. Deep right corner. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Goes to the right side. Trey Burke. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Burke with it. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. And he scores. scores. Unguardable, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you,
DeAndre Ayton to Payton. Doesn't get the bounce. Green with the basketball. Down by 15. Knocked loose. DeAndre Ayton to Payton. Has a chance and scores on the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Burke with it. Down a bundle.
Defense, let's go.
Here comes the screen. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one goes down.
For the Phoenix Suns, number 1, Devin Booker. Entering the game for Houston, number 10, Eric Gordon.
And he makes them both. Suns control the possession. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Burke with it. He'll run the offense. Chris Paul.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Gerald Green. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him.
Slams it home on the putback.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
And now Houston has the basketball. Gordon picked up by Booker. Probing the defense. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Payton to Booker. Down to 5 on the 24. Paul. Oh, that's how it's done. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Payton into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Deep two there, won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now. Here
comes the screen. Trey Burke matched up with Paul. 4-3. Now that's a contest. Paul to Peyton. Stuffs it down with authority.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 33.
Watch the cutter, man.
Gordon in a matchup with Booker. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Trey Burke. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Paul to Mikal Bridges. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Old school equals high percentage.
Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. With the rock, it's Chris Paul to Booker. Paul. Mikal Bridges. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Trey Burke against Chris Paul. To Peyton. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here comes the screen.
Screen.
Rockets with 4 to shoot. Add 2 points to the board.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
To Peyton. Paul. To Mikal Bridges. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Paul working hard on the glass. to follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench.
Section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 45, Jay Crowder. Subbing in for the Rockets. Number 12.
Count it.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
It's Suns ball. It's the Suns with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns got themselves a win here today. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns. The Rockets put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Points in the paint.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
Ayton was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.